I just left the hair salon. It's Saturday. And while sitting at the salon, it really made me think about how we talk about self-care, because I feel like a lot of the things that we are calling self-care isn't actually restoring us or providing any type of care for us. And that's what I want to talk about in today's video, because I'm at a point in my life where even the word self-care like gives me the ick, because I feel like the word self-care has become very performative. And especially for women like us who are ambitious and driven and we know how to execute, we've reached some level of success in our career. I feel like some of the things that we've been told to practice probably over the last decade or so when it comes to self-care really is performative, to be quite honest, especially if you're not choosing care practices that are for you and that actually restore you. So I just want to give you some examples really quick, because the journaling. The journaling has become one of those self-care practices that I'm like, I kind of roll my eyes with. And don't get me wrong, I definitely think journaling can help, but it again depends on how you journal and how you're using it. Just the simple act of journaling, like if you're just doing it, then it just becomes performative. It's like you're checking the box. Yep, I'm journaling every morning or every evening. I'm doing the routine. I'm following the structure, because again, if it's not actually helping you, then it's not self-care. Again, even when I was going through my career misalignment and my chronic exhaustion that ultimately led me to burnout, I was in this same loop as well, following these self-care practices that really didn't provide me any type of restoration, any type of care. It was just something to do. And again, I do journal, but I had to find the ways, the types of journaling that really restore me or that really offer me something back. And I've just come to a point in my life where I only journal in seasons, when I'm really trying to work through something, or I want to call attention to a certain area in my life, then that's when I will journal. I have a girlfriend who journals every single day because that's something that helps her. But again, if you're just journaling because you've heard somebody say, do this, it'll help you. If you haven't figured out or found a way that it will help you, I would just say, look deeper before you just start journaling or following some magazine suggestion or some suggestion that you might have heard on a podcast. Now let's go to the bubble baths, the candles, the beautiful aesthetics of it all. Like you create this environment in your home, in your bedroom, wherever you may be, as a means of self-care. You've curated an environment for peace and calm. But internally, are you feeling peace and calm? Like, again, we really just need to figure out if that works for us, not just checking off the box to determine, oh, I saw this on Instagram or I saw this on TikTok, I'm going to try it because it worked for this person. When we talk about care practices, of course, we can always give something a try. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But really try to dig deeper to see if this practice truly works for you. Another one, when we're posting our self-care routines and documenting it and curating the moment, like, is that really providing you any type of rest because you're showing what you're doing instead of actually feeling what you're doing? And we know in the world, in this world of social media that we're all in, I don't have a personal social media. All of my social media is like for my personal brand or my business for for those reasons. But we just see so much visually. We take in so much content visually. So all we have to do is see someone that I don't know, looks like us, or they say something that resonates with us or relates to us in some way, and automatically it's like, oop, I'm going to try that for myself, without, again, just digging a little bit deeper to see if this thing truly is something you desire to do, or maybe you were just influenced by someone else and it's not truly something that you really want to do, nor is it going to bring you any type of true self-care, any rest, any restoration, any peace, any calm. Because again, if these self-care practices aren't really offering something back to you, then what are we doing it for? And the last example I'll share is kind of like, when I think about that performative self-care, is along the lines of like the escapism, like the doom scrolling, the binge watching, just the vegging out on the couch, or like just the zoning out of things. Like, you're in a place of being, I guess, like stationary, but you're not really, it's not really giving you anything back. Like the binge watching, the doom scrolling, the zoning out. You have to just think to yourself, is this really offering you any type of true self-care, any restoration, any peace, any calm? I was able to break out of that many, many years ago. I posted some videos back about how I put everything on silent, and I tell that story in that video of me on my like social media removal and putting everything on silent. And again, these examples that I'm sharing with you, like, there's nothing bad about these things, but we just have to really ask ourselves, are they really restoring us? Are they really giving us something back? Or is it just something that's just distracting you, something that you're just checking off the box for, or something that you're just doing it because you saw your favorite content creator, influencer, you read it in a magazine, you heard it somewhere, or is it just that? And that's something that we really have to think about. And again, I was in the hair salon today, and you spend multiple hours in the salon today. I think I was there for 3 hours because I had to get color and a haircut. And it just made me think of my experience going to the hair salon. And many of us go to the hair salon, the nail salon, all of the things that we do as ladies to keep ourselves maintained, the lash salon, all of the things. And it just made me think about my experience in the hair salon. I've been going to my hairstylist for probably about 15 years now. In their hair salon, it's 2 of them in the salon. It is such a place of community, and just, it feels like you're going to there to have conversations with a good girlfriend while, getting your hair done, while coming out, beautiful, or feeling, better about yourself, or whatever it is that your hair, when you go to the hair salon, how that makes you feel. But like, every time I go to the hair salon, my particular hair salon, not only are they like the epitome of professionals. In my 15 years of going to my hairstylist, I have never had to wait. When I tell you, because we know there can be some stereotypes in the black hair salons. When my appointment was at 8:30 a.m., I'm getting in the chair at 8:30 a.m. If my appointment is at 1 p.m., I'm getting in the chair at 1 p.m. There is never any type of waiting. I have always had a pleasant experience. But the reason why I wanted to talk about it today as a means of self-care is because the conversations that we have in the hair salon, it's almost like I look forward to going there. Again, just as a sense of community, a sense of feeling seen, a sense of like an emotional reset. Like today's conversation, and like, again, we never know what the conversation is going to be. Like I said, there's 2 hairstylists. They're both co-owners. So they're in the salon. So, there's probably 2 clients for each hairstylist there at one time. And like today's conversation, we talked about women's health. Like we went down like a rabbit hole in like certain women's health topics. And we talked about like your nervous system and emotional regulation. Like it was just such a good, nourishing like conversation. We often talk about like nutrition and wellness. And it's just so good. Like it feels like after I leave the hair salon, like I feel like, again, I've been with a group of girlfriends, even though the other women in the hair salon, of course, I know the other co-owner, but it's like, I don't know all the other women in there. They vary in age and we're all just having like conversations on the topic that has been brought up. And when I leave, it's just like, I just feel so nourished. I feel like I've gotten like a warm hug from like my favorite aunt or something. That's how deeply nourishing my visits to the hair salon are. And it just makes me feel good. And again, like I was sitting there today, I was like, I have to record my video for today. It's like, what am I going to talk about? It's like, I'm going to talk about self-care and how a lot of the self-care things we do have become performative, and how my visits to the hair salon really do make me feel, it makes me feel like it is a true care practice for me. Yes, I come in and, you leave out, feeling good about how your hair looks or feels, but me visiting there, it feels like care. It's more than how I look coming out, but how I feel, and just how they make everyone in there feel welcome to, add their thoughts and feedbacks to the conversations, making everyone feel seen. It's just, it's such a nourishing environment. And again, I've been going to this same hairstylist for 15 years. So I just wanted to like share those examples of like performative self-care versus something like me going to the hair salon, and how that would normally, be thought of as a self-care practice, because it is, but really how that feels. It's a true care practice for me, just based on the community that we've built, the conversations that we have, how we feel. I just feel emotionally reset when I come out of there. And it's just always good kind of girlfriend conversation. There's like never any like gossiping. We're not really talking about, I don't know, reality TV and kind of like, I would say like nonsense. There's really none of that type of conversation going on. I don't know. I just really feel when I leave there, like, again, like I've had a big warm hug from like my favorite auntie. And I just wanted to just, again, gently bring this conversation to the surface that like, you can't perform your way to being restored. Like the care practices, if you want to call them self-care, but whatever care practices that you have, they can't just be performative. Like you're just checking them off the box. You're still feeling depleted afterwards. You're still feeling disconnected afterwards, because it's not really restoring you if it's just something that you're doing. It's just something that you're checking off the box for. And at some point you have to start paying attention, like I've been having over these days in this 100-day journey of me showing up here. You have to start feeling how things feel in your body, how they truly restore you, how they truly fill your cup, charge your battery, offer you rest, offer you some type of nourishment. You have to feel how these things feel in your body, like the work you do, the energy that you carry, whatever type of rest practices that you indulge in. How do they feel in your body? Because you can do all of the care practices and still feel off, or still feel drained, worn out, exhausted, if they're truly not giving you something back. So I think the message here that I want to bring around is that we have to stop performing and we really have to become aware of how we're feeling, how the practices that we're incorporating in our lives truly make us feel. So in closing, I have here, you might need to get honest about the things, the practices, anything that you have to get honest about how these things actually make you feel versus the appearance or the aesthetics or what they may look like. Because again, if they're not giving you something back, then what really are you doing? If these practices aren't truly restoring you or providing some type of true care that you can feel, what are we doing? What are you doing? If any of this resonated with you, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what your self-care practices are that truly restore you down in the comments. If you've missed any of the conversations I've been having on this 100-day journey on YouTube, I've linked the playlist down in the description box. I'm Erica Prevail, and I share daily conversations helping ambitious women rework their relationship with ambition, capacity, rest, and creativity. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.